no, man, if this team ever comes back to Oakland, we need to do something. And we need to do something right, man. We need to do something passionate.
Let's see the eyebrows dropping down.
We have the best fans in the world, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Raider. It's because it's the truth. Like, our fans are committed. Let me just say that. That's a great word.
And we wanted to make sure they stayed here. Make sure they never leave Oakland again. Help support a big fan base. Create good fans. Everybody dress up. Everybody wear costumes. Everybody wear black.
There's 10 times more passionate fans in Oakland than there is in Cleveland. But yet Cleveland has a dog pound.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the dog pound.
We gotta be better.
So we gotta be better than the dog pound.
I've seen more tattoos on people than I ever saw in my life. Right. I've seen like people who got like named their kids after Raiders.
I named my son Raider after the Raiders, right there.
I've seen people that show up to games like about 12 hours before the game or something. I think they like camp out and live there. You know, everybody just really just enjoys the Raiders.
We're gonna get a group of friends together and we're gonna be fired up about the Raiders and we're gonna do this thing, you know.
Raiders! This is RaiderNation. This is how we dress for work, and it's time to go to work. Welcome to Oaktown, baby. RaiderNation. This is how we do it. The biggity-biggity-o. We're taking Oaktown down to the beach, baby. Ho, ho, ho.
You know what time it is? What, baby? Raiders!
Insane, baby. This is gonna get better. I'm telling you, I guarantee it. I'll eat, breathe, sleep, live Raiders.
We're brothers. We haven't missed a preseason or real game since they've been back. You know, that is a beautiful thing.
RaiderNation, baby! Whee!
Napoleon Kaufman, who I believe at the time was a rookie with the Raiders, got a kick return and returned it all the way back, jumped up into the stairs and jumped into my arms, man. When that happened, I realized that, you know what, this is where we need to be. This is where this whole black hole thing is going to come into effect.
We are rowdy. We look to pillage and beat up on people that come to the games. 95% of us at the Coliseum are Raider fans. Why would I fight my sisters and brothers?
No violence yet.
Fuck the Jets! Fuck you!
That's the closest yet.
A lot of people think that we are nothing but troublemakers, that we do nothing but fight, that we're a bunch of thugs and gangbangers and things like that.
Playing ping pong, hanging out in your garage, you know, tinkering with stuff. That's America, you know? Exactly. That's Raider fans, bro. We're common people in a way.
And it's not about me. It's about the Raiders, what we feel for the Raiders, and the Raiders being our team and supporting the Raiders. That's it.
We've always wanted that whole stadium to be one big black hole, and that's the direction that we're going. Everybody wear black. That's all we ask. Wear black, be passionate, have a good time.
There's a love, there's a defiance, there's a belief that it's us against the world, and we love each other. I love these women.
Yeah,
I love you.
baby.
It is the RaiderNation. We love each other.
RaiderNation.
We are real about this.
Now these are just basically poems that, a couple poems that I wrote, basically going to the games. And they sort of came out of themselves. They sort of, you know, were created. This one's called Ritual. Slow passing pregame night. Twice I planned everything right. Cannot settle on sleep. Anticipated passions deep. Eyes glow in the dark. We arrive 6 a.m. to park. Traditions religiously followed. Some wonder shaking ahead. Breakfast smell a tri-tip or cold beer instead. Watching all the family race to be in line. Comfort, we are loved. Everything goes fine. Real hugs and smiles happily shown by all. Touchdown Raiders is one battle call. Weaving through a lot, rising to the top. Tailgating heaven frenzy. Best NFL fans around. Sharing and tasting food, giving rings abound. The time races by, good moments are quick. Confidently enter the game, Raiders are the pick. A smashing classic winner, dominant grace again. Already planned the next game? I hate waiting until then. And they came back and we became these two guys, man. We became two cartoon characters. Spike and Howie. Spike and Howie are us, man. We're something a little different than everybody else. But, you know, we just started being nice to kids, being good to people. We heard a lot of bad publicity about Raider fans. Dress up for the kids, to make people smile and stuff, and sort of have more of a positive image about the Raiders. Very negative image about the Raiders.
Yeah, they took it from me.
Well, we like that, so that's not bad. You know, we like the evilness, we like the bad boy thing. I dress up like a player, or you know, like whatever I am, a fanatic fan. But I'm interactive, and that's where I have an edge. Players can't do what we do because, you know, people would try to take advantage of them.
We're not renegades. We're people just like you. We got kids to feed, mortgages to pay. All right? We don't believe in Halloween. That shit don't exist.
The Raider fans have the ability to be very creative and be very the most creative because of the bad boy image, the bad guys, the skulls, the crossbones, the pirate, the whole commitment to excellence. It kind of makes some people nervous. You know, hey, guys dressed up. We're going to like a black tie, man, and we're dressed up in our spikes. You know, and they're trying to be jokers, man. You know, we realized we weren't supposed to dress like this, but some people, you know, and some of the players, they never seen nothing like that. You know, that's how he first made it. Was, you know, it's good, but it's kind of goofy in a way. The arms are kind of awkward. Gets a little better to, yeah, it's starting to look kind of cool. You know, he's starting to really get a lot better. You can even look at the old Bo Jackson one he made, you know, a long time ago. You know, to that. I mean, that to me is pretty sharp now. I mean, that to me can go in anybody's house. And that isn't even close to what he's doing now. In the old days, he would just get photos with signatures. I mean, that was how, you know, and memorabilia and stuff there wasn't much of it, you know. You go to games and you get little things like this at the games, and then you start getting banners, seeing posters. Then they come back. Then you get all kinds of stuff. Then you get all, you know, the Ticket in 50 has big parties, rallies. We went to the Hall of Fame. My brother was voted, got, you know, recognized as a fan for the Raiders. They do a contest, the NFL, the Pro Football Hall of Fame made this display. What it is, they call it a display in the Hall of Fame that honors fans. No Hall of Fame had this before. It was the first time they've ever done it, first time they ever thought of it, and heck, what happened is my bro won and we win. It's an amazing thing. We met all these fans for all the other teams that won for their teams. I'm talking the Washington Redskins, Hogettes. I'm talking the Big Dogs, the Browns. I'm talking about
According to the Raiders, the violence is down this year. Why not altogether let's violent?
We'll arrest 10 to 25 people. We'll eject 80 or 90 out of 50 to 60,000.
Being a real fanatical fan can be like an addiction.
Do you think that you are addicted to Raider football?
Addiction is not a strong enough word.
I think a cocaine addiction would be cheaper than having an addiction to the Raiders like we do.
There's that sense of loss of control where you continue to do the activity despite the negative consequences.
They're spooked up. I always play in my job as fun. This is time I check them out.
Yes, sick freaks like me service the daily public.
Fans start lining up at the Coliseum right after work Friday for a Sunday game.
It don't matter how long we sleep out here, it's well worth it.
Wasn't there time enough to sleep when they patch in the face with a shovel? This is football, baby.
I don't know, I guess that's okay. I mean, that's real passion, that's real loyalty. But I hope it doesn't stoke their fires, if you know what I mean, for when they get inside the gates on Sunday.
We're here. It's all about friends and family. Look at all the people around you, man. We're getting along. We're having fun. We're barbecuing.
I have to sleep in this car. Then I am to wake up at 7 in the morning without brushing my teeth and go right into a beer.
We'll come up here, we'll sleep in the gutter, we'll sleep in our trucks, whatever, we'll camp a tent. We do that.
Let's see, I got one spot I love. Corner right over here. Row one, stall one. this is always the first one there.
There's nothing crazy about that. They call us crazy. You're crazy if you're not here. You know that? That's what's crazy, baby.
2 in the morning, maybe 12 o'clock, different times. People usually get up around 6, 6:30, and they just kind of hang out till the gate opens up.
Everybody you meet is automatically a part of your family. They hug you. I don't even know these people. They hug you, they give you a beer, they give you a shot.
TGI Fridays pre-mixed mudslides, for the purpose we utilize them for, excellent investment at $14.89.
You don't see a whole lot of people coming out here the night before on a steadily basis. Yeah, they'll come maybe 1 or 2 games, but when it starts getting cold like this, I don't care if it's pouring rain, I'm going to be out here.
You know, I had to miss last week's game for work. I showed up out here Thursday night, and every single person has said the same thing. Baby, where were you last week? We missed you.
To experience it, you gotta be a Raider fan. You know, other than that, say, well, look at them fools out there getting up, you know, staying there for 2 days or whatever. But you know what? No, it's all one big family right here.
I've been drinking all day, I got the meat on the grill. And I'm ready to party at the old South Shield. And my cooler's all packed with all kinds of beer.
It took me a Red Bull, 4 beers, and a steak sandwich. And now by 10 a.m. I'm fine.
You're good.
This is a Raider crowd. It's like somewhere between a Hollywood party and the Rocky Horror Show.
Garcia, this is Oakland, California. The Hells Angels started here. The Black Panthers started here. The Oakland Raiders started here. This is counterculture living here in Oakland. We don't sit up and drink Chardonnay and frickin' eat Triscuits and breathe cheese.
The Raiders gave Oakland an identity, something to be proud of, and since then people very proudly say, I'm from Oakland, the home of the Raiders.
I was born and raised in Oakland. I've been a Raider fan my whole life.
As Gannon throws to Jerry Rice. When we get hungry for the long one gets the rush. He sends a deep one coming in from above. The king double cover him all.
Our group is called the South Shield. We're the South Shield Tailgate. We're located in the C lot at the parking lot. And we honestly think that we have the best food and the best time in the parking lot. We pretty much feed 200 people. We have about 200 friends that come by and visit us at our tailgate, and we have a live band and we have a lot of fun. You know, we are the welcome mat to the Coliseum, and we open it up to fans, to all the teams. 2 years in a row now, we've had Seattle fans show up, Kansas City fans show up, Denver fans show up, so they know they can come to the Coliseum at our area and be welcome and not have to worry about any interference at all. They can enjoy a good tailgating experience with Raider fans, and it's how it should be. Today we brought 100 pounds of tri-tip. We have 80 half chickens, 300 pieces of chicken that we're barbecuing, 50 pounds of ribs. We have 50 pounds of hot links out there. We have all of our salads are all homemade. We make it all of ourselves. I love you, Linda. That's my wife. She always tells me that, what does she get out of this? You know, she gets a happy husband.
Everything, all walks of life, guys who have money, guys who don't, and as far as we're concerned, it is all family.
Yeah, they often talk about this is family. There's nothing I wouldn't do for another Raiders fan. And so in that way, it can be a really good, healthy thing. It's similar to a church setting. People can come together and talk and share what they really care about.
It may be a fucked up family, but it's my family. If you say anything about it, I'll kick your ass where you stand. Every one of these motherfuckers who stand behind me, I take a bullet for without even thinking about it. And they do the same for me.
These are the Raiders, and they're against the world. It's kind of how the Raiders are. You know, it's us against them. We're the tough guys. We're the blue collar guys. We're going to beat back the establishment. I don't know what they do with their free time, but I think their whole life was the Raiders.
I have my own football cards, business cards. I do commercials to the Raiders. You name it, I do it. My whole life revolves around the team, basically.
I consider myself obsessed as far as a Raider fan is concerned. I feel myself in love with the Raiders, the men in silver and black.
You've heard me say it before. Win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die. That's it. It's not Blitz Chin till I die. Raiders. Very simple.
You know what, man? This is a hobby. This is a good thing. This is a good release. And this is what we do outside of work. It's healthy. It's not hurting anybody. Anybody that does, we put our thumbs down on. But yeah, I spend a good portion of my time about this. All of my disposable income is spent on Raider stuff.
We're doing appearances at the Raider stores. So I did one Saturday, and boy, you should have seen these Christmas shoppers, man.
I call it obsessed. I don't care. Fan is a short word that means fanatical. There's a reason and a purpose behind that. If you're ashamed of that, maybe you should just stay at home. But for all those counting, come to the game.
All the Raider fans are pretty intense. They're I think the most aggressive and most unique football fan base in the country because they're very passionate. It's a large inner group.
The way my relationship with the Raiders is like for better or for worse, just like my marriage vows. And I just feel the aura, of being a Raider fan, being loyal to my boys, and I really feel like I'm the 12th man on the team.
I mean, there's 11 players on the field, but they definitely make up that 12th person because they get the whole stadium going. I mean, the rest, sometimes fans just aren't into the game, especially if we're down, But I don't know where they get it. They just conjure it all up, and next thing you know, the whole stadium, is just rocking. And
the RaiderNation is a family. Wherever we go, it's always a home game.
I've been here for a long time, and the fact is, the Raiders, their fans, they follow them everywhere. We're like the Beatles. Everybody want to see us play.
They stand the entire game. So it's very noisy, and just listening to some of the things that they say to the opponent, is unbelievable.
If you don't bring that passion, if you don't bring what is synonymous with Raider fans, and that is the heart and soul of fan belief in a team, you can't be in the black hole. You can't be a Raider fan, and we'll let you know. We'll kick your ass right out that friggin' gate out front. That's what we'll do for you. It ain't talk, it ain't rhetoric, it's real.
You look at this group of people behind me, and I don't know any of them. I don't know what they do for a living. Are they criminals? Maybe. According to the media, some of them are. Are some of them the assistant district attorney of Alameda County? Yes. Yes, they are. They are professional. They come from all walks of life. And from Monday through Saturday, I don't care. But on Sunday, that's my sister, my brother, and everybody is together.
The second misconception about Raider fans is that we're dumb. No, we're not dumb. Yeah, a lot of us have done time. We are a harder edge outlaw type of band of fans. But we're very savvy.
I am the safety officer for a winery.
I am a case manager for the United States Bankruptcy Court, which officially makes me an officer of a federal court. So if somebody shoots me, it's a capital crime.
I swing a hammer every day. I gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Starving carver.
I'm a stagehand.
Well, I work at an auto dealership and just work the parts counter. But away from work, I got Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, and I love camping and stuff, so I like being off.
I am customer service rep for my national account, IBM.
And if anybody needs me to play drums, whether it's one night or for a while, whatever, $50 here, $20 here, it's a hard road, it's fun. But it's being an artist musician, you just kind of have fun and do your thing. And
what true respecting pirate would continue to work for the system?
I actually do afternoon drive at a radio station in Sacramento.
I work for a networking company called Netgear.
I work in the adult entertainment industry.
You know how savvy we are? We know the NFL don't like us, and they've set up every rig and trick they could to keep us from being prosperous. So this year, we bring the snow job. And the snow that we bring, it ain't gonna be the kind that fall from the skies, baby.
The fans here are like diehard fans. You know, you don't have those up and down fans that are with you, you know, just when you win. So they're true fans, you know, diehard.
I think we got the best fans in the NFL, if you want to know the truth. I mean, they're crazy. I mean, they're out there. It's the best. I mean, they're screaming in the walkway, you know, where you go buy food and all that. They're screaming in their seats, screaming in the parking lot.
I said, careful play. This is why. I said, because the 49ers suck like the Jets suck.
I got one word, just intense, bro.
It's intense?
Yeah, very, very intense.
Well, he wants you to say that on
No, I love it. I love it because there's a big difference, and you know, they stand up, they cheer, and you know, not saying that the Niners are not loyal or anything like that, but they, you know, the Raider Nation is gonna lay everything on the line.
Jerry, how much does it cost?
Hey, yeah.
What do we advertise here? I see a release form. This is we have the booth because we're going to move on to the Zoom, which goes perfect with.
Hey! Oh, man.
And over there, we have some elk that's cooking. What else do we have? When I heard about the menu, which is prosciutto and scallops.
And over there in Oakland, I'm not taking away nothing from Oakland. They're a great team, but, you know, calm down on the violence a little bit, you might have a little bit more, you know, people coming out and room for you instead of wild, crazy.
The Raider fans, you know, people straight out of jail, high school dropouts. You know.
They just scored a touchdown. Yeah, baby, yeah! Downtown Jimmy Brown!
But I ended up here as part of the Raider Nation, and it's all good. It's all one nation, silver and black. Nobody sees black, nobody sees white, nobody sees Mexican, nobody sees Asian. We all see silver and black.
We have a great mix fan-wise of age, gender, racial background, religious background, ethnic background.
Back then in the day, we used to throw the dummy 20, 30 feet in the air, and the fans would cheer. Yeah. They said that this dummy will actually hurt somebody. When you throw it up in the air, when it comes down, it's gonna actually hurt somebody.
What's the dummy made of?
It's a freaking pillow, man. It's a
It's
big
a real
pillow.
body part, man.
But
it's a real dead body from a.
They weren't afraid of the dummy. They weren't afraid of the dummy. They were afraid of this. They were afraid of the faces. They were afraid of the faces that was throwing up the dummy.
So Raiders are one of like 3 or 4, maybe 5 teams maximum that have that global reach where they have that many fans. So when they have a Mecca event or a big international event, you'll always find some Raider fans there.
Got somebody from Jersey Shore here too. Say hello. Introduce yourself.
Hello, Gary Brown from Jersey Shore Oakland Raider Booster Club, live in the house. Good.
Flew in from Des Moines yesterday. Watched the Raiders kick a little Seahawk rear end.
Drove down to Kansas City and then flew in from Denver to San Francisco, and that's where we came from, Iowa.
BC, Vancouver.
No, I'm from Rhode Island. I've been from Rhode Island all my life. Yeah, well, just for this game, just to watch the Raiders defeat the Patriots.
Gary actually hosted me when I flew back to the Baltimore game.
No host, it's nothing but family love.
Yeah, anytime you're at home, whether it's 45,000 or sold out stadium, it's Raider Nation has been a big contributor to our success. And
it's tough playing on the road in this business, and we feel it's a big advantage to play here at home. So,
what can I say? I'm glad to be a Raider. I done got a lot of love here. I played in St. Louis, and it was nice there too, but it's better here. So I just want to be a Raider for life. Heard that, Raider Nation? Big Roland wants to be a Raider for life.
The 3 of us used to sit in this room and watch the Oakland Raiders, man. Well, at the time, they were Los Angeles Raiders, but we gathered together and we watched the games in here, man. Wishing and hoping that someday they would return to the promised land that is Oakland, man. But
it's just so awesome being out here with the Coliseum. I mean, just look at that. It just takes my breath away.
Half my family's Niner fans. I'm a Raider fan all the way. Black and silver, baby.
What is the best thing about being a Raider fan is the love we have across the nation. And the worst thing is that we gotta play in the NFL with a bunch of patsies, a bunch of punks, a bunch of pussies, and a bunch of sellouts. The Raiders are the truest form of the National Football League, and there'll never be anything that stands the test of time like the nation of Raider.
I think rough people coming to games encourage other rough people to come to games. You don't see it as much in other places as here. You just don't.
Raider fans are a very passionate bunch. We wear our emotions on our sleeves, okay? We don't hide them. It's right here for everybody in the whole world to see. This is what we think, this is what we feel, this is who we are. And when we go to the games, we let everybody know that.
Raiders are gonna go Bin Laden on a Jets ass and crash that shit in O-Town. Yeah! Raiders!
Why aren't we reading stories about the Steeler Nation or the Browns Nation? We hear about the dog pound, you know?
It might not be racial, it just might be class. It just might be that he's not familiar or comfortable dealing with people who might every once in a while drop an F-bomb, might say fuck.
It's more of their entire lifestyle. It's not just them being a Raiders fan. They'd be like that if they were Packer fans, if they were Seahawk fans.
You know, we don't hear about any other nation except the Raider Nation. And when you hear about the Raider Nation, you know, it's a sword between the teeth and a left hook to the jaw.
You know, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jaguars, other fans, not that they're not great, but they don't have an inner community of 20, 30, 40,000 fans that live and die with their sports.
I mean, I love having passion for something, but Raiders fans it's almost like they're too passionate.
It becomes unhealthy when it takes over your life, takes all of your time, and starts to interfere with your social and occupational functioning.
Right. At the Oakland Coliseum, you can't go to the game because the Raider fans are so violent, they don't sell out the games. There's 15,000 tickets every time the Raiders play football. There's 15,000 seats that don't get sold. For what reason? Why?
Wrote a column last week where I said that, you know, it's the rowdiest place in sports that I've seen.
You wrote an article pretty much geared towards what has now become, over the last 3 or 4 years, I would say, kind of an atmosphere at the Oakland Coliseum that is questionable. An atmosphere that has taken on a national now identity of being a place that you don't want to go to, and more attributed locally, a place that is kind of dangerous, it's kind of unsavory. And in your article, you use words like frightful. The black hole has hit the bottom.
December in the steel town.
This article offended me so very much. I'm the president of the Black Hole, okay? I have, along with 4 other guys, put this thing together since 1995. It was an idea that we can make a positive change, okay? Be positive, fanatical fans. And yeah, from time to time, we are going to drop some F-bombs. Don't get me wrong, okay? Just like the old-time fans did behind the benches. But let me tell you, looking in your eyes and looking in your face, I think you know deep down inside that you made a little bit of a mistake here. Anytime a smart man like yourself paints anything with a broad brush, I think you know in your heart that it was a mistake.
From the 200 plus calls and emails that I've gotten since writing that column, the one line I've heard the most, and I probably heard it 8 times, it's a rough count, I fear for my life.
Oh,
okay, now I agree it's an exaggeration.
That's a very big exaggeration.
But I don't think you're hearing that at a lot of other stadiums.
No, I'm not hearing it in a lot of other stadiums, but I know I've been in this stadium since 1995 in the Black Hole since they returned. And the guys that are the organization of the Black Hole are not out to kill anyone.
I think the passion, I think the way we look, and I think the passion, I think adds to the story, man. And I think when one media source starts talking about fan behavior, I think other media sources jump in. And I just think that has bred amongst itself its own life. And it's hard to turn that thing around.
people get drunk. You got 65,000 people out there. There's bound to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe even 5. It might get a little out of hand.
I mean, you can still have a great time, and you can show your passion. You know, you can get on the other team. Don't hit them over the head with a bottle. And that's happened. That happened to the father of Jeremy Newberry, the 49ers center. He suffered a concussion.
But I've never seen any situation at the Coliseum where there had to be anybody got so hurt that they had to get any medical attention.
As a teacher and somebody that's been in the black hole for 5 years, it hurts me every time I see one of these articles, but I am not going to apologize for having the passion that I do as a Raider fan.
I think we're talking in terms of degrees. You know, is 5% violence, less violence, does that mean it's a safer place to go, or 10% less violence? Why not altogether less violent?
Dave Newhouse doesn't understand that. And so when he sees something from a distance and he looks and he says, man, those people got their face painted and they're dropping some F-bombs. I see some fingers popping up over there. They must be violent. That's what we're reading about, and that's what's keeping these people out of stadiums.
Sure, there's rough people at every game. But I don't think quite like this. I haven't seen, there's just more incidents of violence. Nobody's calling talk shows and complaining about the average 49er fan.
With the passion and all that type of stuff, that's what they're afraid of. But when you get to know these people that are behind the paint, behind everything, it's good, solid, hometown people, man. It's very loud, it's intense. It's kind of like a giant sports mosh pit that goes back and forth. Where have you ever seen that in your life? The same thing that is going on now in the Oakland Coliseum, the same passion, the same F-bombs, the same fuck yous, and the same all that shit. If that went on with a bunch of yuppies with shirt and ties, with no face paint, there wouldn't be not a mention.
I'm not damn Leonard! You gotta love that!
The reason they don't sell out at the Coliseum in Oakland is, number one, too rowdy a crowd. People are frightened. And number two, people still haven't forgiven Al Davis for taking the team away.
Without Al Davis, you would not have an NFL. If you check your history books, he made the NFL. He is the Dalai Lama of football.
Al arrived here in 1963. That's a long time ago, guys.
Al Davis created this beautiful thing that has just grown and blossomed.
He has only had one goal: to win, to bring victory to the Raiders, to Raider fans, the Raider Nation.
Always love Al Davis. Love it.
His renegade attitude took the team to Los Angeles, and all of a sudden in La La Land, there were fans that you wouldn't expect from LA. I mean, it's like, talk about the hood. I mean, that was a rough crowd that was down there. His renegade attitude took the Raiders down there and uncovered a type of fan that hadn't been in Oakland before he left. But he's here now, and he's not going anywhere.
Our passion is no means will we be disrespected or, not stand for what we believe in. And that is the Raiders, wholeheartedly. And we don't care what the media says, what other fans say. There are 31 teams in the sports world against us, and we stand alone to fight them. And that's all we believe in. If you don't have that passion, you can't be a Raider fan.
That's it. Come on in. Man, the RaiderNation is always open for more, man. That's what I learned. Have fun with it. It's just sports. It's a game.
One TV, 5 kids. If you wanted to be close to my dad, you watched what he watched, and for him it was football. Raiders football specifically.
And like I said, I was born and raised in Oakland, and my dad was a big Raiders fan.
It's a game. It's a fun game. It's a rad game. We're all obsessed by it. 24/7 football, Raider football, but it's a game.
Our high school near our house, Rio Americano Raiders. We grew up. That was his Pee Wee football team was something Raiders. I can't think of it.
My mom introduced me to the Raiders. My uncles introduced me to the Raiders. Sundays during football season, the TV would be on, and the Raiders would always be on at 1 o'clock. And Kurt Gowdy, those were the first voice I would hear saying, the Oakland Raiders, Kenny Snake Staber dropping back, he throws the Cliff Branch. Those are the images of my youth.
My dad told me the first Raider game that I ever remember watching. I was probably about, maybe 6 years old, and I started to go outside at halftime to go play. And my dad said, "You want to be one of them or you want to be one of us?" And he says, "I think you should get your butt back in here, son, and watch this game, you know." It feels absolutely incredible, man. With about 12 minutes left in the game, in the championship game against Tennessee Titans, it started to become a reality, and tears just started flowing down. 9 minutes left, more tears started coming down. 5 minutes, 2-minute warning, you're just crying like a baby, you know. Now we're in San Diego, and we're 24 hours from a Super Bowl championship. This is a dream come true. This is something I've waited for my whole life. The last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl, I'm 16, 17 years old, man.
I have waited for this since I was 5 years old to be able to see the Raiders play in a Super Bowl live. This is so great. Oakland South, I couldn't ask for anything better.
This is my first trip to the Super Bowl, man, and this is something I'll never forget. And to top it all off, I didn't have a ticket. I didn't have a ticket to this freaking game.
Ring, 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 ring. Yes, hello. You've been selected for the RaiderNation Super Bowl down in San Diego. Luck, total luck. Thank God. Praise Allah. Whatever. I'm here. I'm here, baby.
I'm getting in. I spent $2,500. I'm going. I bought Roman Pfeiffer, who is a linebacker for the New England Patriots. Sure I can. I don't give a fuck. I bought his tickets for $2,800, and then I sold the other ticket on eBay and made my money back, and now I'm here.
Paul Marshall, God bless his soul, last night comes up to me with a ticket in hand and says, "Rob, there's no way that the Raider Nation and the Raiders can be here playing the Super Bowl, and the president of the Black Hole cannot be." And he passed over this ticket to me, man. And he said, "This is yours if you want it." And I cried like a baby again. And it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable feeling, something I'll never forget.
Tell you the truth, somebody online said, Woods has to be there. He got tickets for me. He called me up, said, "I've got 2 tickets for you. All you got to do is come get them," and we did.
You don't see any Buccaneers fans with big posters saying "Go Buccaneers." You don't see Buccaneer fans with signs on their cars. Raider fans just have shirts and everything.
What's up, Raider Nation? All the way to get the shit out of Tampa Bay, baby!
All it is Raider fans. They flooded the place.
I finally saw one Tampa fan
forever ago, and it was like at a gas station, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" You know? No, it's Raider Nation right now. They all came down. Everyone's come down here right now. Everyone. They're all down here, and this is their territory. It what they think, but it's cool. It's rad. They're taking over, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Ultimate goal, and I am so glad we are here. Everything. This is orgasmic. This is multi-orgasmic.
Nice.
Going
great. Been down here the last 2 nights. Everybody's having a great time.
I think if people just took the time to come to the games and see it for themselves, as opposed to hearing some knucklehead like me telling you, or reading about it in the paper by some other Raider fan.
I know we're gonna win this game. I know it. Everything is meant to be. This is the year.
Do it yourself, man. Check it out. The vibe's there. It's an open door.
Everything is meant to be. 3 is my lucky number. This is the 2003 Super Bowl, and we're gonna bring it home.
Leonard, this is how you do a copper jello shot. Take the jello.
Wait, do I get my own jello shot?
I'm gonna feed you.
Yeah, welcome to my cave. World RaiderNation is built right here.
Yeah, that isn't even close to what he's doing now.
Nice work, baby.
Yo, baby.
Where's your little wee-wee? Are you my sound man? The sound man! Sound man, we need some peace, sound man!
I got felt up. Twice. And I got a lot of free beer and a shot of Jack Daniels. It was worth it. Definitely.
It's Cannon right there.
Oh wait, first of all, can I film you right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
And can I put this in a publicated?
Sure, bro.
All right, man.
Oh man, fucking awesome. Look at this shit.
You guys are more famous.
We just watched Paul Dagney do full in.
No way.
He ain't in the NFC. He's out here to go tell the fucking rest like, hey, I told you they're not gonna win. How many times I gotta say it? Throw the fucking flag.
All right, man. We gotta go interview Spike.
Spike and Howie.